6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kawal. The headlines first. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates foreign ministers during a telephonic conversation have emphasized urgent need for cessation of hostilities and protection of civilians in Gaza. Number of martyred Palestinians has risen to over 2,200 in Israeli air attacks on Gaza and West Bank. Pakistan and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have signed a memorandum of understanding on Pakistan digital stack. 30 families have been repatriated to Afghanistan via Torkham border during last 24 hours. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism have martyred 85 Kashmiris this year. In ICC World Cup 2023, Pakistan have set a victory target of 192 runs for India at Ahmedabad. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jilani and Foreign Minister of the United Arab Emirates Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed have discussed the escalating situation in Gaza, Palestine. During a telephonic conversation today, they emphasized on the urgent need for cessation of hostilities and protection of civilians. A coordinated response was also emphasized during the conversation. The number of martyred Palestinians has risen to over 2,200 and over 9,800 have been injured in Israeli air attacks on Gaza and West Bank so far. The number of people killed in Israel has reached 1,300 with more than 3,000 wounded. According to media reports, Israel has pounded the Gaza Strip for the 8th day in a row as the besieged Palestinian enclave faces a growing humanitarian catastrophe. Israel had ordered 1.1 million people to move to southern Gaza within 24 hours, raising fears that an Israeli ground operation is imminent. The World Health Organization has warned that Gaza's health system has reached a breaking point and there is little time to prevent a humanitarian catastrophe. Pakistan and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have signed a memorandum of understanding on the Pakistan digital stack. The signing of memorandum of understanding was held between Ministry of Finance, Government of Pakistan with BMGF on the Pakistan digital stack in Morocco on the sidelines of annual meeting of the WB and IMF. This MOU solidifies the Foundation's continued support for this digital infrastructure project following the success of RAST Pakistan Instant Payment System. Later, a meeting was also held between Caretaker Finance Minister Dr. Shamshad Akhtar and CEO of Global Growth Opportunity Division Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Mark Sisman. The meeting centered on Pakistan Digital Stack, next generation of RAS-supported digital public infrastructure, which Pakistan can introduce with BMG Foundation's help. Pakistan and Morocco have expressed commitment to further strengthen the existing partnership and to identify potential areas of collaboration in various sectors. The resolve was expressed during a meeting between Caretaker Finance Minister Dr. Shamshad Akhtar and Moroccan Minister for Trade and Industry Riyad Mazzour in Morocco. Caretaker Finance Minister Dr. Shamshad Akhtar has underscored the commitment of Pakistan to address climate change challenges through comprehensive strategies and initiatives. She was addressing a seminar titled Transforming Climate Action Through Country Climate Development Reports as part of the series of engagements during WB-IMF annual meetings in Morocco. United Arab Emirates has expressed keen interest to further deepen and consolidate existing bilateral fraternal relations with Pakistan. Minister of Health and Prevention, United Arab Emirates, Abdulrahman bin Mohammed Al Owais, expressed these views while in a meeting with Federal Minister for National Health Services, Regulations and Coordination, Dr. Nadeem Jan, on the sidelines of 70th session of WHO's Regional Committee for Eastern Mediterranean in Cairo. Both the ministers identified areas for collaboration in the field of health. They agreed to maintain close liaison for adopting and operationalizing innovative models and state-of-the-art technology for the people in both the countries and the region. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have agreed to work jointly on the prospects of new employment opportunities for Pakistan in the Saudi Vision 2030. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister and oversees Pakistanis and Human Resource Development, Jawad Sohrab Malik, held a meeting with the Ambassador of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Nawaf bin Said Al Maliki, in Islamabad. Both sides agreed to launch further deliberations on the prospects of new employment opportunities for Pakistanis in Saudi Arabia through a forthcoming meeting of SAPM, Jawad Sohrab Malik, scheduled to be held in Saudi Arabia with the Labour Minister and other high-ranking officials of the kingdom. On the occasion, Jawad Sohrab Malik said Pakistan's capacity to provide over 1 million persons having varied skills can be employed under the job opportunities created by Saudi Vision 2030. Caretaker Federal Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki held a meeting with caretaker Punjab Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi in Lahore today. Matters of mutual interest, solutions of issues related to the media industry, and measures for the welfare of journalist community were discussed during the meeting. Speaking on the occasion, the caretaker Punjab Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi said that an endowment fund with 1 billion rupees has been established for welfare of journalist community. On this occasion, the caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki lauded the efforts and measures of caretaker Punjab Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi to complete the public welfare project. This is Radio Pakistan. The repatriation of undocumented foreign nationals to their homeland from different parts of Pakistan continues as 17 days are left to leave the country. According to details, a total of 30 families have repatriated to Afghanistan in 15 trucks via Torkham border during the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the Commissionerate for Afghan Refugees has made appropriate arrangements at Torkham border to facilitate the repatriation of undocumented Afghan nationals. Pakistan has established national regulations to safeguard against ionizing radiation, adhering to safety standards and guidance provided by the International Atomic Energy Agency. This was stated by Councillor Naeem Sabir Khan while speaking at the 4th Committee during the 78th UN General Assembly debate on effects of atomic radiation. He said Pakistan's Atomic Energy Commission's nuclear and radiation facilities are regularly performing radiation exposure measurements of workers and patients in cancer hospitals, as well as assessments of public exposure around nuclear facilities. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism have martyred 85 Kashmiris this year. According to Kashmir Media Service, of these Kashmiris, 22 were martyred in fake encounters or in custody. The personnel of Indian Army, Police and Paramilitary and sleuths of the dreaded National Investigation Agency and State Investigation Agency have arrested over 3,000 persons during violent cordon and search operations and house raids. The arrested persons include Hurriyat leaders, activists and journalists. Most of them were booked under Black Law, Public Safety Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Meanwhile, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference spokesperson in a statement in Srinagar maintained that the Indian atrocities have failed to subdue the Kashmiris' resolve for freedom in the past and will meet the same fate in the future as well. He said the Kashmiri people will continue their struggle till they achieve their UN-recognized right to self-determination. He further urged the international community to play its role in resolving the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the Kashmiris' aspirations for ensuring durable peace in South Asia. In Balochistan, 6 labourers were killed in Turbat today. Caretaker Chief Minister Balochistan, Mir Ali Mardan Khan Domki, expressed deep grief and sorrow over the sad incident and sought the reports from concerned officials. He directed to use all resources to arrest the culprits. In the ICC Men's World Cup 2023 at Ahmedabad against Pakistan, chasing a victory target of 192 runs, India were 77 for 1 in 9 overs a short while ago. Batting first, Pakistan scored 191 runs for all out in 42.4 overs. Earlier, India won the toss and chose to field. And finally, the weather. Windstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir, while snow over hill mountains and isolated hailstorm in plain areas is likely during the next 12 hours. Dry weather is expected in other parts of the country. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.